Supreme Court asking the Prime Minister of Pakistan to step down as Prime Minister. This is after 2 months. He was convicted for contempt for refusing to ask the Swiss authorities to reopen corruption cases against the President of the country. On the phone line with me is Mr. Hassan Askari. He is an international political expert. Sir, thank you for talking to Headlines Today at this juncture. If you can break it down for us, what exactly does this mean for Pakistan?
Well, this means that the Prime Minister will have to be replaced by a new person, and in political terms, it creates a political crisis in Pakistan. But on the other hand, the ruling coalition will be able to manage it. It's a crisis in the sense that Prime Minister has been disqualified, and there is a kind of a void at this moment in Pakistan, because there is no government, there is no federal government in Pakistan. The President becomes the sole
Mr. Askari,
authority at this
does
stage.
that mean the entire cabinet steps down with the Prime Minister?
Yeah, cabinet, if there is no Prime Minister, then there is no cabinet. So therefore, power reverts to the President, and then the ruling coalition will have no problem in electing a new Prime Minister, because ruling coalition is working together. They have already made up their mind what to do, and they will bring a new Prime Minister, and the new Prime Minister will continue with the present policies, which means the confrontation with the judiciary will continue. The judiciary's demand that the government should write a letter to Swiss authority for opening cases against President Zardari, that is not going to be implemented by the new Prime Minister. So crisis will continue, although a new government will be installed in 2 or 3 days' time.
Mr. Askari, this in effect does mean that at this juncture Pakistan is in a constitutional abyss.
Well, you can't say that, because it is in a situation of political crisis, because the power reverts to the President, because the Prime Minister exercises power in the name of the President, and since there is no President, Prime Minister, until a new Prime Minister comes in, President can exercise those powers.
Under these circumstances, how does the new Prime Minister take over? What are the modalities, sir?
Well, the procedure in Pakistan is that the ruling coalition will have a meeting perhaps tonight to nominate a leader. Then the matter goes to the National Assembly, which is the lower house, and the lower house will have to elect its leader. And whosoever is elected its leader will become the Prime Minister of Pakistan. In Pakistan, we are getting 3 or 4 names that are likely to be candidate for the position, and it will be very clear tonight who would be the candidate for the ruling coalition. The ruling coalition has a comfortable majority. More than 50% seats are there with the ruling coalition. Therefore, opposition party, that is the PMLN, that is the political party of Nawaz Sharif, will not be in a position to stop the process of selection of a new Prime Minister. So it's a crisis time, but the government will be able to bring a new Prime Minister perhaps in 48 hours' time.
So this is not the first time that the legislature of Pakistan and the judiciary have come face to face.
I think it is a kind of a situation where executive as well as the judiciary have come face to face. Constitutionally, the Supreme Court has the upper hand, because Supreme Court has the power to issue such ruling. However, in the political domain, Supreme Court is not expected to win, because in the political domain, the balance lies, the political balance is in favor of the ruling coalition party led by the Pakistan People's Party, and as they would elect a new Prime Minister without any problem, and new Prime Minister will not do what the judiciary wants. Therefore, this confrontation between the executive and judiciary will continue, and judiciary will not succeed in forcing its will on the legislature.
So considering this conviction happened 2 months back, was this expected by the ruling coalition?
I think everybody expected that Supreme Court will do it, especially after the other incident which involved the Chief Justice's son, the other incident. It was very obvious that Supreme Court will not spare the Prime Minister of Pakistan.